Hi, welcome to Mommas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time or some summer fun. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama that is looking for some ideas to keep herself and her kids busy for the summer. As always, before we get started, we are going to start off with a motivational quote. This week's motivational quote is going to be quick, to the point, carpe diem, seize the day, make the most out of your day. And I made it short and simple to kind of go along with the 100 days of fun self-care. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our mama time. This week's mama time is going to be a continuation of our 100 days of self-care. We did days 1 through 7 last week. I split them up. So let's see. Day 1 to 3 was go to the beach. Day 2, have a picnic in the park. Day 3, visit a zoo or animal sanctuary. Day 4, go on a nature hike. Day 5, set up a backyard camping night. Day 6, visit a local farm. Day 7, have a water balloon fight. That's days 1 through 7. Now we're going to do days 8 through 10 on this episode. And then on Wednesday, we're going to come out with days 11 through 14 to take you into the weekend. So today is Monday, day 8. Go to a water park. I'm going to do the same thing like I did last week and give some alternatives. Water parks, depending on where you live at, you may have a water park close to you. If not, maybe within like 30 minutes to an hour. If you don't have a water park, you can do something like a splash pad. Again, I mentioned that last week. Of course, you can always do a pool. Here in Metro Atlanta, there are a lot of nice splash pads. I can't think of, let me see, I'm going to look them up actually. Because there are a lot of splash pads. And some of them are actually new. All right. D.H. Stanton Spray Ground. That's a good one. The only thing I don't like about D.H. Stanton, is I'm not going to say I don't like it, but in my opinion, if you're going there, you want to go with maybe another mom or a group, because it's a huge area. And if you have kids that like to wander, that's a big area that your kids can wander in. But it's a great park because it has a playground along with the splash pad. That's one thing I like about it. Spivey Splash Water Park. Oh, that's in Jonesboro. We've actually never been to that one. That one looks nice. It looks like it's really big. Oh, okay. They have a lot of stuff to go along with it. I haven't been to that one. I have been to the D.H. Stanton one. That's why I know about that one. The Center Hill Spray Ground. Is that one new? Okay, it looks like that one has a splash pad as well as a playground. I'm going to pull up this article that says best splash pads, pools and water playgrounds by Atlanta parent. I'm just going to do the splash pads. Swanee Town Center Park. Oh, here's another great one. I will mention this one. The Battery Atlanta. This one's more centrally located. So if you're in Metro Atlanta, you can go to the Battery where the Braves play. They actually have a nice splash pad, but they just put in a playground for kids. I have not been yet, but that is on our to-do list for the summer. And you can also get food and ice cream. So that's like a great place. And they have great bathrooms too. Of course, always the popular one, the Fountain of Rings at Centennial Olympic Park. That one's always good. Like if you, later in the week, it was like go to a children's museum. So maybe you can combine both of those, go to the children's museum along with the Centennial Olympic splash pad, maybe do the museum first, then do the splash pad. Of course, Atlanta Botanical Gardens, that's inside. You do have to pay for purchase of a ticket, as well as the splash fountain at Zoo Atlanta, which you have to pay for a ticket too. So those are some great options that you can take advantage of. Some of them, as you can see, they have free options, and then some of them, they do have paid options, which I think is great too. Day 9, create a backyard obstacle course. This is actually a really great one. Now, I will say 8 and 9 really aren't for mamas by themselves, but you could do a backyard obstacle course and invite some other moms over. Maybe you can do like a mama day where you could do moms along with their kids, and everybody can participate in the obstacle course. And then maybe while the kids are eating or something like that, you guys can do something just for the moms while the kids are eating lunch. Or, have like a fancier lunch. Maybe have a tablecloth for the moms after you guys do the backyard obstacle course. Have glass or fancy plates, something a little bit special for the moms while the kids are eating. So that's a great idea. Day 10, fly kites. I think this is a great one for any age. Summertime may be a little bit difficult, especially if it's not a windy day. Last week would have been a great week to do that. We had a lot of rain, but it was a lot cooler here in the metro Atlanta area. So it was some windy days, and that's great for flying a kite. So if you are able to get out when it's windy, the weather's nice, if you can pick up some wind, try to go ahead and go out and fly a kite. I think Five Below sells kites. Of course, your other big box stores, whichever one you're shopping at the time, they sell kites. So pick up a kite. This is something, again, you can do as a full family. Mom, dad, kids, everyone can enjoy that. Or if not, if you just want to fly a kite as an adult, again, get a group of moms out. You guys can go to the park. You can do like moms with kids. You guys fly kites and your kids fly kites. So again, day 8 is go to a water park, or you can do a splash park. Day 9 is create a backyard obstacle course. And day 10 is fly kites. I think these are great things you can either do alone or you can do with your kids. Another great idea, like I've mentioned several times during this episode, is getting a group of moms together with their kids. That way you guys can kind of do things that are mom-centered while the kids do things that are kid-centered. If you have kids that are old enough, they kind of do some things on their own, not necessarily go off on their own, but they're able to fly a kite on their own. With the obstacle course, they can go through the obstacle course with little to no help. So just think of some great ideas. This will get you out of the house as well as get your kids out the house. Have some time, and if you can get a group of moms together, you guys can do these things together. Makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit less pressure. Leave a comment below. Let us know, are you participating in the days? Which days are you participating in? I would love to know. That way we can get some ideas of what to do. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms at Mommas and Manny's. Catch us on our YouTube channel at Mommas and Manny's. We would love for you to take a look, see our old episodes, as well as leave a comment so we'll know what splash pads you have in your area. What is a great backyard obstacle course that you can create, which would be a great idea? Let us know. And remember, me time is essential and it's never selfish. Have a great, fun summer.